Morning, everybody. Thank you. I haven't got slides. That would be too much like being an accountant, and we wouldn't want that, would we? Thanks, Phil, for presenting that report. The reason we commissioned that report is there'd been, for many years, anecdotal tales that East Sussex is really good for creative technology businesses. It must be, because lots of people do it. But there was no proof. So we used our research budget to commission Phil and Josh to do that. And whilst there was no huge surprise in its findings, it did actually cement and prove what people have thought for years, that East Sussex as a county is actually a really good place to be if you're in the creative tech sector. There's plenty of opportunities and there's plenty of growth opportunities. We as a company or as an organisation, we're here to support you. I mean, in the room, how many of you in this room have actually heard of Locate? Hands up. Well, that's better than normal. How many of you have actually used Locate? One. That's great. And that one person is very recent using us because he's based in Bexhill, where I live. That's not a surprise, to be fair. We've been going for 19 years. It's a free service. We're here to help any business in East Sussex. And yet, we must be the best kept secret that this free advice and support service to help you grow your business is readily available. What I'm here to chat about today is Phil did the talk on the survey, but what that showed is with Brighton and West Sussex, Sussex as a whole is actually a really good place to be a tech business or to look to start up a tech business, which is why there's going to be a Sussex Tech Week next week. The tech business in the counties is worth over £1 billion. That is a huge amount of GDP for the country in one sector. Eastbourne, from a tech perspective, had some really, really good success stories. We may not have got the large companies yet, but you look at success stories within this town for people like Buxy. They're they're an international company now, and there's a company called Zunu. We helped both of those start in Eastbourne, and both of them now employ over 70 people with very driven focus on what they wanted to be. So we may not have large companies, but we have substantial growing small to medium-sized companies, and that can help develop the cluster. Now, since we've left the EU, sadly, there is less funding available to businesses, but there is still substantial funding available if you know where to look, and that's where we come in. We have access to every bit of funding that the government and private sector offer in Britain, and we have access to a database that shows it. So if there's something you want to do and you need funding, sensible funding for what you want to do, come and chat to us, because it changes on a daily basis. There may not be anything suitable today, but that doesn't mean there'll be something next week. Current funding that's available at the moment, for any of you that are involved in AI, Innovate UK are launching a £32 million fund to grow that sector. So if you're involved in AI, or you want to become involved in AI, come and chat to us, and we can show you where to apply for some funding. We can even help you apply for it, because there's a lot of money from central government being thrown at it. And Innovate UK even have a regional office where they will help support you do an application if needs be. Okay? Whilst we're based in Eastbourne today, if any of you businesses are based in New Haven, there are 4 funds available to support businesses at the minute and help you grow. And that's either make your building more energy efficient. There's free money. These are all grants funding, so you don't have to pay it back, so it's not even loans. Okay? Come October, November, if any of you are actually based in Wealdon, which is obviously only down the road, there's a Rural England Prosperity Fund. Again, it's a grant scheme, so you won't have to pay it back. So if you are outside an urban centre, there is free money available potentially to help support your business grow and expand and create more employment. Phil mentioned the fact that there isn't really one central hub anywhere in the county at the minute, which obviously would attract more employment, because everyone seems to have employment issues at the minute. Buxy had huge employment issues. They were looking to employ up to another 50 people, and they've ended up having to employ a lot of those remotely just because they couldn't get the talent locally. There is a planning application going through at the minute through Wealdon that's based in Polegate, so again, just outside Eastbourne. It is the biggest commercial development site that East Sussex has seen, certainly in the last 20, 30 years, and the developer's aim is to be a technology and science park. They want to create a hub of well-paid jobs. They don't just want sheds, they don't just want warehouses, they want to have science technology jobs. So, you know, if you're looking to expand and you need new office space, again, come and chat to us, because the sooner we can create a hub, as Phil touched on, the bigger the hub, the more attractive it comes to getting employees, because they know they can switch from one office to another if the need arose. There are plenty of opportunities available that we can help you with. You know, the reason we commissioned Phil's report is to give support to this sector should we need to apply for any grant funding, because we now have hard evidence that there are hubs within East Sussex to try and get more government money coming down here. You know, but we work with East Sussex Tourism. You know, ultimately, their role is to come and visit East Sussex, come on holiday here, come here down for the weekend. Ours is the same for businesses, come and locate to East Sussex. So the ultimate message is the same, come to East Sussex, come to Eastbourne, come to Hastings, come to wherever. And there needs to be a more aligned message to that. You know, Eastbourne has a huge opportunity in the next 2 years because of Towner winning the Turner. It will be high profile in the media globally. Not necessarily for creative and tech or business generally, but for the art and Towner. That's putting Eastbourne on the map. We have the tennis tournament every year that for that couple of weeks puts Eastbourne on the map to a much wider audience than normal. And we as an organisation within the County Council need to build on that. And part of that is to help you people grow your business, and it's a free service. So myself and Kerry are here most of the day. Come and have a chat to us, and we'll see if we can help you. And more specifically, to see, depending on what you want to do with your business, what funding is available, if any, that can you apply for to help your business grow. Any questions? No, good. Well, that's me done, I think. So we can now break for coffee, I would suggest, isn't it? So thank you very much.